And we are underway with our American stock main event. 80 laps and are already charging hard. Tony Oliveira, JC Elrod. Billy Nelson in the 11 now moves to third. Kennedy moves back to that fourth spot. Katie Briggs falls farther back into the midfield. It's JC Elrod in the numbers 84 who spins around. JC keeps the car running, pulls out in front of a few cars. Everybody hits the brakes and everybody keeps going without any damage. It's Nelson and Korn, second and third behind Oliveira in the 66. It's 10 laps complete. Yellow flags are counting as we have 10 laps into this one. This time it's Nelson to the outside of Oliveira. Billy driving on the high side, trying to drive around him coming off the corner. Billy gets a little bit of a wiggle and Tony Oliveira hangs on to the lead. Now it's Nelson side by side with Tony Oliveira into turns 3 and 4. Nelson once again drives around the outside of him, tries to hang on to that E-Powers off the corner and has the lead on lap number 12. Nick in the number 56. Korn on the outside in the 88 of Huckabee. In the meantime, Nelson still with the lead, coming up on slower traffic. This time, the 56 of Silva drives around the outside of Tony Oliveira. Nick Silva closes in as Billy Nelson now has to back off for some traffic. Terry Traub in the number 33 leaves the racetrack. Nelson now stays up there, and it's the 89 of Katie Briggs in the 31 of John Prentice. Nelson tries to get by him. This time, they're side by side for the lead down the back straightaway. Nelson on the top. Silva on the bottom. Silva has to get out of the throttle and Nelson takes the lead. Nelson is powering off the corner and he's got Chris McCabe to deal with. Silva goes to the inside, but Nelson goes to the inside of McCabe. McCabe now trying to stay out of the way of the two leaders. Off the corner, Nelson gets credit again for lap number 22, but this time Silva down on the inside has Katie Briggs to contend with. Nelson gets the drive off the corner, down between the two cars. He snakes himself in between Katie Briggs and JD Elrod. The battle now for the top spot between Billy Nelson and Nick Silva. Katie gets sideways, hits the 04 McCabe, and McCabe unfortunately has to turn her around with no place to go. Back in that third row, Nelson up on the top. Silva has the drive off the corner. Nelson powers pound as he gets the momentum off the corner and takes the lead. Silva dives down inside of 3 and 4. This time Silva turns the car sideways, gets way out of shape. Oliveira now has to pull out of contention as he has mechanical problems with his race car. Bubba Nelson and the 88 of Huckabee and Cody Dean. Nelson having a good drive tonight with that car of his. Nelson getting ready to challenge Bubba down to the inside. Billy Nelson on the top. It's Bubba now out in front on down the back straightaway. Billy down the outside. They're side by side to turns 3 and 4, and they've got slow traffic in front of them. Bubba has him off the corner, drives it off, holds it on, and they cross the line with Bubba Nelson at the lead on lap number 39. Nelson takes the lead away from Billy Nelson on lap 39. Bubba Nelson out in front. Billy Nelson right behind him. Yellow flag is out once again. Bubba has the bottom of the racetrack, and he seems to have it hooked up well. Comes off the corner with Billy. Now in that second spot, Korn, Garrett, still in third. The high side of the racetrack through 1 and 2 doesn't seem to work as well. Oh my, he doesn't quite, yep, he gets around the outside and gets credit on lap number 45 for that fourth position. But he loses it through 1 and 2. Now he goes after it once again. He's at the top of 3 and 4. It's Nick Silva, Bobby Huckabee Sr. And now still Bubba hanging on. Wally Kennedy is now out of this one as it looks like he's got a right rear tire flat. And he may be out of contention completely on this one. Bubba to the bottom, Billy Nelson to the top. Billy comes off, drives, diamonds the racetrack, tries to close that gap between himself and Bubba. Yellow flag is out once again. This time Billy leads him into 3 and 4. He's on the high side. Bubba down on the bottom. Bubba drives off the corner. They have some contact, but Billy has the horsepower off the corner, has the momentum. Bubba stays right down on the inside of 1 and 2. Has the drive off there. Billy drives him down the back chute. Stays up on the high side, keeps the momentum of that race car going on the top, but off the corner, it is Bubba who has it. Billy still gets credit for lap number 52, but Billy's starting to lose momentum and getting a little bit loose, and it's Bubba who's stretching that lead, and now Silva gets by Billy Nelson for second place. It's Bubba Nelson and Nick Silva. Bubba down through the inside, getting by the 7 of Cody Dean. Now he's got Robbie Loquashi right in front of him. Bubba has the advantage as Nick Silva gets caught behind Kyle Reeder. Billy Nelson right on the back bumper of Nick Silva. Can he drive around Billy Nelson? Right now, Nick Silva is on the inside of Bubba Nelson. Nick is grabbing the lead in his lap number 64. He comes off the corner with a drive, gets a little bit loose, hangs it out, but holds on through turns 3 and 4. Now Bubba down to the inside, crosses over, grabs that lead, takes it away from Nick Silva, and this time Billy Nelson goes to the inside. We have Katie Briggs in the number 89 right in front of our leaders. Nelson and Silva side by side. Billy Nelson on the inside, Silva up on the top. The car slides up the track, and Silva gets by him. So lap number 66, the 88 of Huckabee. And we got some action for sure. Yellow flag is out once again, as we've got the 1 of Gallagher. Wow, Robert Gallagher sitting at the exit of turn 2 up near the wall. All right, Nelson this time, he takes the high side. Bubba down on the bottom. Billy now cuts across, diamonds the racetrack, and pulls out in front, and on lap 67, takes credit for the lead. Bubba has a drive, but Billy gets out of shape, loses the momentum, and Bubba on lap number 69 has the lead once again. Bubba down inside, going by the slower cars. Billy trying to make it on the outside. He's got Wally Kennedy outside of him. Bubba goes inside now. Billy has to drop down inside, follow him. Billy cuts across to the inside of Bubba Nelson to try to take that lead away. Bubba still has the control of it. Billy now right next to each other, side by side, off the corner. Jerry Skelton looking for an opportunity to get back on track. Yellow flag is out as Skelton sits right at the edge. All right, green flag is out. We are underway. 6 laps remain. Billy Nelson on the top, Bubba Nelson on the bottom. Billy and Bobby. Now, Nelson gets the car hung out, gets it too far out of shape, and turns it all the way around and collects Joe Gallagher and Sam Kennedy. All right, underway. 4 laps remain. The final 4 is here. Bubba Nelson, Nick Silva. Bubba gets a good shot off the turn, inside of turn 2 with the lead. Nick on the top. Nick looks to the outside. In the meantime, it's the 70, the 88 of Bobby Huckabee trying to slide inside of there. Huck challenges hard, goes inside. Everybody protects that inside line. The first guy to go to the outside is going to find some momentum. Bubba hanging on for that one more shot. Coming around for lap number 79. Bubba gets it sideways. Who's going to get inside? Bubba hangs on. He recovers. Holds on for one more lap. It's Gallagher now in that 4th spot, followed by Huckabee in 3rd. Silva still in that 2nd place. Final time, last lap, down the back straightaway, through turns 3 and 4. Nice and smooth this time. Drives over something, but it is going to be Bubba Nelson who takes the win over Nick Silva. And Huckabee and Robert Gallagher. Wow, what a drive.